What's up, metalheads? My name's Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel, and today I'm going to do my overview for the Shirogorov Neon. This is the one with the crazy micarta, which it is crazy, but it's also beautiful. I love this micarta inlay here. Focus camera. It's beautiful. Beautiful inlay work. Yeah, I really like it. Love the look of this knife. This is the first Shiro I've had in hand, and first one that's ever been on the channel, obviously. And I see what all the fuss is about. This one is going to be in the knife sale that's coming up very soon. Keep an eye out for details about that. It's not going to be a complete sale. It's going to be just like a mini sale. 10 to 15 knives in it, but they're all going to be more premium knives. So and this one will be available. This was sent in to me by my buddy Nick, Knife Shop by Nick, the designer of the Inrigi jersey, which I have a video on that knife also. Pre-order for that one's coming up very soon also, but this one will be in the knife sale coming up very soon. These are hard to come by. They're sold out everywhere. Beautiful knife. It's got to be some of the smoothest action I've ever felt. Most glassy smooth action. It's just so good, so smooth. I'm not a big flipper only guy, but I can appreciate the action anyway, because it's really good. This is a knife you can't fail. For what these sell for, you shouldn't be able to fail it. Has a perfectly dialed detent. So good. It's not a very small, it's not a big knife, but it's not a small knife, and it's pretty lightweight too. A lot of milling inside here, looks like. Actually, I think most of the milling is behind the crazy micarta. I think that's milled out pretty thin. There's a little milling on the inside. Not too much though. But let me give you the specs on it, and I'll give you some size comparisons. Blade length's 3.375 inches. Overall length 7.5 inches. Closed length's 4.25 inches. Weight is only 2.5 ounces. I don't know what the blade stock thickness is. I don't see that listed anywhere, so I'm going to measure it. It's pretty thin. I'd say about 110, 120 thousandths would be my guess. 120 be my guess. That's what I'm going with. Looks like the thickest spot's right here. 120 thousandths. Nailed it. Nailed it. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Love the little bear logo on there. Ergos are fantastic. Pocket clip works extremely well in and out of the pocket. Just yeah, the detail is pretty impressive. The detail they put into these knives, and the action is just the star of the show. It really is. Action is fantastic. So glassy. Gotta be careful too, because that blade will come down quick. If you don't keep your thumb up here to where the blade will hit it before, or the flipper will hit you before it goes too far, because it's extremely sharp also. Yeah, extremely sharp. Alright, use the size comparisons real quick. Some good comparison knives. One will be the Fairforge Stinger, for sure. Very similar shaped. It's actually a little longer than the Stinger, not by too much though. Another good comparison knife would be, where did I put it? Now I can't remember the name. I'm having the brain for it. The Wiha. Oh man, I'm having a brain for it. I can't remember the name of that wheel all of a sudden. I know the name of this knife. This is the Benchmade Bug Out. It's not the Sakashi. It's the Wiha. It's very similar in size to the Bug Out though. Overall, size, weight, and everything is very similar. Here, how about we do the AD 20.5? Again, about the same length. Even the thickness and everything is very similar in size to a Bug Out. Very similar. Although much better materials, and fit and finish is on another level. Here's an American-made knife. It's got fantastic fit and finish. The tactile rock wall. It's got quite a bit of ½ inch on the rock wall, I'd say, in length. Here's the Yojimbo 2. It's going to drive me crazy. I can't remember the name of that Wii. Man, I'm getting old. Mine does not work like it used to. Here's the Kaiser PPY, or Puppy, whatever you want to call it. Similar in size to that. Quite a bit thinner though, but lengthwise they're almost the same. And what else can we do here? We're going to do a pair of 3. Most people have a pair of 3 or are familiar with the pair of 3. And we will go ahead and do the QSP Penguin. So got a little length on the Penguin. But it's a gorgeous knife, guys. This thing is just gorgeous. And you know, I'm one of those people that this is above my price range, right? This is not what I'm buying. This is beyond where I'm at in my collecting right now. But my goodness, the action is just next level. I say a lot of things are glassy, and they are, but this is a different level of glassy. It's just so good. And that sound on the close. Nice ting. I'd love to see some thumb studs on this. I don't know if Shiro makes any thumb stud knives or not. I haven't seen any. Everything's flippers that I've seen. Yeah, very cool. Very nice. Thank you to Nick for sending this in. And if any of you guys are interested in picking this one up, let me know. Sell video it's probably going to come out Friday, October 21st. That's my plan to record it then. And yeah, there'll be, like I said, about 10 or 15 knives in it, and this will be one of them. This will be the most expensive knife in there, that's for sure. I see why people love these. Everybody wants to have one in their collection, right? Well, if you've been looking, here's your opportunity. So I've looked around. These things are sold out everywhere. Hard to find right now, especially with things going on in the world. I think that may have a lot to do with it, because these do come from Russia. From Russia with love. But, you know, that has nothing to do with what we're doing, guys. So don't let that, you know, steer you away from this knife, because, you know, the man making these knives, he doesn't have anything to do with what's going on in that part of the world right now. He's just a knife maker, a knife nut like the rest of us, I'm sure. And he'd rather it all not be happening also. But so we shouldn't hold it against him for what his government is doing, in my opinion. I'm just baffled by the action of this knife. I really am. It's so good. Something else that's interesting. These 3 little bars here. I don't know what those are about, why they're like that. I guess it's to keep you away from the tip of the blade, and they wanted to use something to keep the weight down as light as they could, because the light 2.5 ounces for this knife, and as you saw, it's a full-size knife, a titanium frame lock. That's the same size as a bug out, and it's only 2.5 ounces. So very impressive. Alright guys, if you have any questions, comment below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're interested in this knife or any other knives, keep an eye out for that sell video. It's coming next weekend. So alright guys, I'll see you on the next one.